Hello students, today we will be discussing certain accounting concepts. These are a little concepts which are applied in accounting and bookkeeping everywhere across the world. Our concepts will remain the same. Basic accounting concept are certain concepts which will remain the same everywhere in accounting. So we need to understand them one by one. So let us take the first one. The first concept is of a business entity. The business entity, as in the journal session we have discussed this, the person who is making the accounts is different from the business. The promoter of the business, the founder of the business makes the books of account of the business. So business is considered as a separate entity. It means it has a separate individuality. And the business is treated as separate than the person who is forming it. That is why we make the books of the account of the business and not of the person who is forming the business. So first concept is of business entity. Business is separate from the owner and we make the books of account of the business, not of the owner. Coming to the next concept, it is money measurement. It means that whatever can be measured in terms of money, we consider only those transactions. There may be transactions involving in kind. For example, a person is getting a car from his office for coming and going back to and from office. So that amount of the car that is being used, the value of that car can be measured in terms of monetary terms, money value. So anything which we can monitor it in money value, we will be reflecting in our business accounts, even though it may not be in the cash form. So we have to measure all the transactions in terms of money. The third concept is our cost concept. Whenever we are buying any assets in the business, those assets are taken at the cost of acquisition of those assets, and in the balance sheet we put the historical cost of the asset and then subtract the depreciation. So the cost concept states that we have to take the cost as per the cost of acquisition of that asset. Then we have the concept of consistency. Whatever the business, the transactions that we are doing on whatever concepts that we are doing, we do it consistently from year to year. Supposing we are using the method of depreciation as a straight line method, we will continue using that same method for another years also. And in case we are changing the method of depreciation, we need to give a reason, and also we have to disclose it that we are changing this method of depreciation for whatever reason. So there has to be a consistency in the way the accounts are maintained from year to year. They all need to be consistent or similar over the period of years. Otherwise, what will happen if there is no consistency? We cannot compare the 1 year transactions with the second year transaction. We will not be able to make a fair judgment out of it because we cannot compare two incomparable things. Our next concept is conservatism. Conservatism means that we account for all the expected expenses or losses, but we do not account for any expected incomes or gains. It means that if there are certain incomes which may accrue to us but which we have not actually received, we will not account in our books of account. And in case of the expenses, we will account for all the expenses or losses which we are expecting the business will incur, whether it has actually incurred or not. So this is the conservatism principle, accounting for all the expenses and losses beforehand. Then we have the concept of going concern. Whenever a business is undertaken, it is always assumed that it will go on forever. We never assume that today we are running a business and tomorrow we will close it down. So it is always a business which is a going concern. It will continue forever. Then another concept is realization. We will account for all the incomes only when they are actually realized, when they are actually accrued to us, not before that. So that is realization. Once the income is realized, on that we will make the accounts. Then we have the concept of accrual. Accrual means like what has become due, whether it is paid or not. It could be expense, it could be for the income also. Income may accrue to us. For example, employees are working for the whole month. The salary accrues to them. They are liable to get that amount of salary after 1 month period. So the salary has accrued to them. So we will account for that accrual expenses. So this is a basic concept in account where we account for all the accrued expenses or incomes. They have become due, whether paid or whether they are not paid. There are two basic things that we can follow to approaches in accounting. One is our cash approach, where we are accounting for all the expenses and incomes on cash basis when we have received or paid, or we do it on accrual basis. But we have to be consistent from year to year for following those approaches. Then we have the dual aspect. Dual aspect, we all know that for every debit we have a credit. So dual aspect means that there are two sides to the transaction. One is debit and another is credit. Then disclosure means that anything which is relevant for the accounts, we need to disclose it. Like the example I gave you, that if in the first year we are charging depreciation on straight line method, and in the third year we are changing it to written down value method, we need to disclose this information in our books of account. So once we have disclosed this, it means we have to give a reason that why we are changing the method of depreciation. So that is a disclosure. Disclosing any relevant information which can affect the person who is going through the accounts. So we need to disclose it. Then we have the materiality concept. Materiality means anything which is material needs to be told in the books of account. For example, there might be some contingent liabilities in the balance sheet. Contingent liability means any liability which may or may not accrue in future. The outcome of that is not known. For example, any businessman may be having a court case in law, in court. He may win the case, he may lose the case. So that liability may or may not arise. If he wins the case, that liability won't arise. But if he loses the case, he'll have to pay. So those kind of things become material. So we need to disclose such material information in our books of account, that if these are certain contingent liabilities which may or may not accrue, because they depend on some future event which may or may not happen in future. Then our last concept is matching concept. Matching concept means the expenses and revenue of the same period are to be written. For example, if we are taking the expenses from the year April to March, the revenue also has to be from the same period. We cannot have that we are having expenses from April to March, but we are taking revenue from May to March. So both the time period for the expense and revenue needs to be the same. So this is the matching concept, matching the expenses and revenue to the same period.